A shocking statistic reported by Forbes magazine revealed that only 18% of Americans reported being able to speak a foreign language, a language other than English, compared to 53% of Europeans who are able to speak a foreign language. America's foreign language deficit, as the term has been coined, is the cause of subpar American performance in international business and subsequently in U.S. foreign relations. As a result, it has drawn warranted political attention to educational reform in public schools. Today's sensitive foreign relations in a high-tech world where people are communicating around the clock put language skills in especially high demand. Your decision to learn a foreign language will offer you a rewarding career, the privilege to serve your country, and the opportunity to offer global peace and social change. Learning a foreign language begins with your own self-interest. According to the Huffington Post, being multilingual is moving from a nice-to-have to a need-to-have basis due to globalization that impacts almost every impact of our lives. Also, the financial and the career benefits are almost limitless. According to usnews.com, being able to speak a foreign language is a tool for financial success. CNN reported in 2013 that according to the Department of Labor, roughly 25,000 jobs are expected to open up for interpreters and translators from 2012 to 2020. According to a projection made by The Economist, an average American who has a starting salary of $45,000 but also speaks German can earn $128,000 more over a lifetime than someone who only speaks English. And contrary to what some Americans believe, speaking a foreign language is actually patriotic. How many times have you been in public and heard someone say, or maybe you thought it yourself, "This is America, speak English"? Well, actually, that's kind of uninformed because America doesn't have a national language. And here's how you can serve your country by speaking a language other than English. According to a 2007 report by the National Research Council, a pervasive lack of knowledge about foreign cultures and foreign languages threatens the security of the United States as well as its ability to compete in the global market and produce informed citizenry, which was stated in the Excellence in Innovation Language Learning Act in 2010. Sadly, the act was never passed into law, but it uses research that's worth a closer look. Evidence used in the act from the National Research Council mentions national security. The former CIA director, Leon Panetta, believes that the United States' lack of language skills is a threat to national security and has pushed CIA agents to learn languages such as Arabic and Farsi to increase national security. The second claim the National Research Council makes is that because of foreign language deficit, the United States is not as strong of an economic player in the global market. According to the Council of Economic Development, American businesses incur a $2 billion loss annually because of lost opportunities because we don't have any cultural skills. The third claim the National Research Council makes is that the U.S. is unable to produce informed citizens. Considered to be the primary source of informing citizens from the youngest age starting in kindergarten, the U.S. Department of Education's goal is to facilitate success of our country's economic interests by preparing students to hold positions such as diplomats, foreign policy analysts, and military leaders. Also reported by the Innovation in Language Learning Act, according to the Economic Development, current efforts to develop language skills are clearly inadequate to prepare high school graduates with skills necessary for citizenship and integrated global economy. That statistic is especially scary, I think, for us because we all are high school graduates, and what are we going to do in 20 years when we're like 40 and there's these kids that have like learned a new language, because that's where we're heading with all this educational reform, is that younger kids are going to start learning foreign languages and they're going to be multilingual, and we're out of the job. The U.S. Department of Education and The Economist agree that proficiency in Mandarin, German, and French are especially useful for economic interests. Communication does not only make more money and keep our country safe, but it builds relationships. Learning a foreign language also includes understanding the cultures and the customs of the people who speak that language. The ability to actively communicate with one another will allow us to live in a more peaceful world because it promotes globalization and social and trade relationships. Take it from Nelson Mandela. If you talk to a man in a language he understands, it goes to his head. If you talk to him in his own language, it goes to his heart. It doesn't matter what your motivation is for learning a foreign language, whether it's a better future for ourselves, our country, and our world, it all begins with you and me. You can take French 102 with me next semester, Mondays and Wednesdays at 1:30. You can download a language learning app, or you can just watch Dora the Explorer once in a while. The road to a better life, a better America, and a better world begins now because you can make a difference.